ever supported Jazz 91 KCSM. You hear that big crowd applause? That's all for Barbara Dennerlein, who actually is not in Munich, Germany, but in our studios here at KCSM. Good morning again, Barbara.
Good morning, Pete.
Thank you so much for coming. This is such a treat. We talked about getting you here and seeing you last in 2000. We hope to see you more and more. And for those of you who are just joining us, Barbara will be at the San Jose Jazz Festival next Saturday, playing on the Silicon Valley stage in a trio effort. Now, what we just heard was recorded and it was 2004, and it comes to us from your 10th anniversary CD. What was this anniversary for, Barbara?
This is a duo CD. I worked together with a drummer from Argentina, and we had our 10th anniversary, and this is a live concert. And yeah, it's fun. It's just a duo.
I want our listeners to know that you not only play with just a drummer, but you play solo, you play with trio, quartet, quintet.
Orchestra.
Your dream came true with the symphonic orchestra.
Exactly, yeah.
We have to talk about that, but let's rewind a bit and talk about what you've contributed to the jazz organ renaissance. And that, in my estimation, is the MIDI bass and how you integrated that. Talk about how the regular bass on the Hammond organ wasn't satisfying for you.
Right.
And you moved into this sound.
Yeah, so for my playing the bass pedal, the bass lines with my feet, this is very important for my work. And mostly the organ players play the bass with their left hand, or they use a bass player. And I learned it with my feet, and I wanted to have a real contrabass sound. So I've got that MIDI system built into my Hammond organ, so I can connect synthesizers and samplers to the organ, and I can use, for example, a bass sound, which I have produced by myself. It's a sampled real contrabass, so it sounds like a bass player, as you just could hear in the last song, because I'm always playing my bass lines with my feet. And I also have got the MIDI system connected to my keyboards, to my manuals. And so I can add synthesizer sounds to the Hammond organ, which is very interesting and gives me a lot of sound variety.
Yes, and many people are commenting on the videos up on YouTube that actually show you at your own personal rig,
right,
with your sampler and all the apparatus and paraphernalia that you're talking about right now. We had you play an organ the other day that wasn't yours, but you made sure that the sustained bass, once you hit the pedal, it continued until you hit the next pedal.
Yeah, it should be like a string, If you hit the string, then the tone stays and goes away. So I want to have this effect that it's really sounding like a string of a contrabass.
Yes, and this is unique.
Yeah.
But when you travel, if you're going to Greece, for example, what did they provide you with in Greece? Did you have to bring your own equipment?
Well, it's very funny because mostly I'm traveling with my own bass pedals, which have the MIDI system built in, and then I just order a sampler and I bring my own floppy disk with the sound. And then I have my particular bass sound, and it sounds like Barbara Dennerlein.
You carry your personality with you,
right,
all over the place.
50 kilos heavy.
That is wonderful. But I also know you, and I know that you can sit down and play anything. And if they give you a stock Hammond B3 organ or C3 organ, you'll play that too, as you did in St. Louis.
Right. Well, I have to.
You have to. Yeah. Let's fast forward now to this dream of yours that came true, playing with the symphonic orchestra. How did that come about?
Well, I learned to know the director of this orchestra, and he's a fan of my music, and I have always wished to play with a philharmonic orchestra, and also, especially playing my own songs, which are very special. And so we decided to work together, and we had some concerts going on at big concert halls, of course, because it's more than 70 musicians. And I had the chance to record one of these concerts, and it turned out to be very, very nice, because it has this live atmosphere, which is just more thrilling than you record in a studio. So it's out, and it's called Change of Pace. It's one of my last productions on my own record label, and it's also available in the States with CD Baby, so just by the way.
I know. Well, before we hear that, may I hear Love Letters?
Yes.
This was one that you sent, it was available a couple of years now.
Yeah.
And you sent it to me, and I play this one particular track. I want to share this with our listeners here at the Bay Area's jazz station, KCSM, ladies and gentlemen, Barbara Dennerlein.
Oh, that's the wrong title.
That's one.
Funkish.
Oh, that's funky. Well, let's stop it.
You sure?
Fun stuff.
Yeah. I haven't heard this.
Huh?
I haven't heard this yet. I have not heard this. It's good. It's interesting.
You talking?
Yeah.
FM 91, the Bay Area's jazz station, presenting the music, the extraordinary music of Barbara Dennerlein, Germany-based, or Munich-based, I should say, organist who travels the world and provides us with such an array of organ sounds. We were talking earlier about going back from the pipe organ to the Hammond organ. Incidentally, for those of you who are just joining us, we do have Barbara with us right here in the studio, Gates.
Es geht hervorragend.
Oh.
It's excellent.
Barbara Dennerlein from Munich, Germany, actually outside of Munich. We hope that, we wish your parents eating dinner right now in Germany could hear this.
Right.
You could ask them how your dog is.
Exactly, yeah.
But you know, ever since they gave you that single manual Hohner as a child, and you developed into a double manual, and you created such a love for the organ sounds, you seem to have just had this quest to go from the Hammond organ to the pipe organ, and now you're providing us with, as I say, an array of wonderful music, Barbara. Do you feel you're being recognized?
I think so, yes. I have developed my own sound, and it's great. It's fantastic.
Certainly on the European continent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
what we do now is chisel out the name Barbara Dennerlein in the American consciousness, musical consciousness.
Right.
You know, tell us a little bit about what we're listening to with the symphony. Where was this recorded?
This is a recording from a big concert hall in Germany, in Essen. It's the Philharmonic Hall, and it was fantastic. We played in jazz trio. It's with a saxophone player from Germany and a drummer from Argentina, the same one you heard on my other CD. And we had this big orchestra going on. And it was a fantastic atmosphere at this evening.
I can imagine. Have you played Central America or South America?
South America, no, I didn't have a chance. I would love to, so some more thing to go for.
Yes, and they might just embrace your sound. You were in Japan many years
Right,
ago.
yeah.
Now, how did that come about?
That was fantastic. I played, for example, in Tokyo at the Blue Note, and I was so surprised. I arrived there for the first time, and there were already fans waiting for me, and I thought, oh wow, I'm at the other part of the world, and you have fans there. It's incredible.
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
Yeah, and the people really liked it and enjoyed it, and so did I.
Barbara, tell us about a typical concert, a typical European concert. Are you booked in festivals more often, or concert halls, or what venue do you prefer?
Well, the interesting thing about the jazz scene is that you have so many different venues, and as I combine jazz and also a little bit classical music, I also play in classical concert halls with the concert organ, pipe organ. So I play in big concert halls, I play in churches, I play in jazz clubs, of course. I play a lot at festivals, and so it's a wide range of different kind of venues, which makes it very interesting.
Yes, you were mentioning a jazz club in Munich that you said had just opened, and it was bound to be one of the more successful ones, and you were playing there. Is it still open?
We have some jazz clubs in Munich which are very interesting. Others had to close down. It's everywhere in the world. It's the same.
I know. What has been the most interesting performing experience for you to date? Do you have any wild stories? I know.
Yes, I have a wild story. Shall I tell you?
Yes, please.
I played at the Montreal Jazz Festival some years ago in Canada, and we had a wonderful crowd. It was an open air concert, and the atmosphere was fantastic. And I think in the third piece, something happened to the currency there. And it went down, and we didn't have the right electricity for the organ, so the tuning went down and up, and it was awful, and we had to stop the concert. And I played with my trio, and we all started to cry because we were so sad about it. But the next day I was booked in another place, and I opened for David Sanborn, which was really big fun. So it helped to come over it a little bit.
Yes, yes. Well, again, we can mention people can get a visual by going to YouTube and seeing that, what was a Swiss television program you were on.
Yeah.
You were opening up for Ray Charles.
Exactly, yeah.
And they can see you, and of course your website, www.barbaradennerlein.com, is always filled with wonderful things to hear and view. And Dennerlein is spelled Dennerlein. Barbara Dennerlein, one word. We hope you get a lot of visitors from just this interview here in the Bay Area. You're making fans every day, new fans every day.
This is wonderful, and I think the internet is really connecting the world, and it's such a great thing to be able to communicate with fans all over the world.
Yes, and thank you. I know Bob shares this same sentiment. Thank you so much for your determination and your perseverance with the immigration. You know, I mean, it's safe to say that American artists can go right now to Munich and play, and yet a musician in Germany or France has such difficulty coming here and playing in these post 9/11 days. So we thank you for persevering.
Thank you.
Making this happen, Barbara Dennerlein.
It was really worth to do that, and I love you all, and I'm so happy to be here, and I hope to be able, as you said, to come back every year.
Yes. Well, we want to remind the listeners one more time that Barbara is going to be going down to San Diego and performing, practicing on the pipe organ at Balboa Park for a pipe organ festival, but she will be coming back to perform here at the San Jose Jazz Festival on August the 11th. And again, that will be at the Silicon Valley stage, one of 10 stages. With her on drums, Paul Van Wagenhagen, and on guitar, Brian Pardo. It's going to be a great afternoon. We'll start at 12 noon, and I hope everybody comes out to see you, Barbara.
Me too.
Thank you so much for joining us. Perfect. Barbara.
It was great. So now we are in the middle of the drum solo again.
It's okay. Don't worry, that's okay.
Hi, I'm Barbara Dennerlein, and you're listening to Keith.
Hey.
Can I put this on the air?
You know, I use my bloopers. I have some of the greatest bloopers.
I know.
It's too early. I only slept 5 hours. It's
Really?
very cute.
That's my average these days. So that was the
KCSM FM 91.
Perfect. Perfect.
You can
Yeah, just splice it in.
I can splice that. Yes, yes.
Okay.
We are pro toolable here.
Hi, I'm Barbara Dennerlein, and you're listening to KCSM FM 91, the Bay Area's jazz station.
Perfect.
So,
All right, next
then
one.
which one?
This one.
You can help keep the Bay Area's jazz station alive and well by becoming a member of KCSM Radio. Call 1-800-527, you say?
527.
You say 527-6911, or?
Yeah, that's fine.
And thanks for supporting member-supported Jazz 91. Oh, this is difficult.
Very good.
Do it in German.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
May I say
I'd
in
never be
German?
able to edit it.
Okay, I try.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Barbara Dennerlein. You can help keep the Bay Area's jazz station alive and well by becoming a member of KCSM Radio. Call 1-800-527-6911. And thanks for supporting member-supported Jazz 91.
Good.
Is that okay?
Excellent.
Really?
Excellent.
Okay, and one final one.
Okay, I'm happy International Women's
Yeah,
Day
yeah, I know.
to everyone
Everybody laughs about
at every time.
it, especially the women.
Bay Area's jazz station. Okay. Hi, I'm Barbara Dennerlein. Happy International Women's Day to everyone at FM 91, the Bay Area's jazz station.
Perfect.
Very good, Barbara.
Bravo.
Very good.